Barkley speaking. Yes?
A few days later, Soon and his American sponsor traveled to Louisiana for an emotional reunion with Kimberly. It was
Well, we've got running shoes, walking shoes.
All your favorite brand names for every sport imaginable, even if it's sports you're looking for.
Because he complained about dull food on Mir and not being able to speak English. Guess no one told him he couldn't order takeout. Well, if you're whining about our weather, Veronica says you could catch a break tomorrow. The AccuWeather forecast is coming up next. Plus, singing the praises of Elvis in church. Worshiping the King takes on new meaning in Manhattan. And later in sports, highlights from Wimbledon as the top two women square off in a fight to the finish.
Game is called.
You can call this a religious experience fit for a king. The king of rock and roll, that is. Worshippers with a hunk of burning love for Elvis say their church, the First Presbyterian Church of Elvis the Divine, is the first official Elvis religion. Today, they sang his praises and praised his singing.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart?
Yes, well, the Just for Fun faith even has its own 31 commandments, a menu that only Elvis could love. But do they have peanut butter and banana sandwiches?
Right here in New York City.
That's right, only in New York. Well, we're going to finally get some good weather, huh?
We're going to finally get some good weather. It'll come tomorrow. We promised you that. And I'll let you in on a little secret, too. Tomorrow, great weather, temperatures hold in the 80s. Next week in this time, we may be talking 90-degree, close to 100-degree temperatures. Oh, that's right. Well, had to say it. 68 degrees now, and tonight we've got some cool temperatures to talk about. Relative humidity, 59%. The barometer is rising. The winds are whipping around out of the northwest at 13 now, and we may even have a wind chill, if you will. The temperature, well, you'll be able to take this number down by about 5 degrees. That's kind of what it feels like out there. 86, the high number for today. We're not going to quite reach that tomorrow, but it is going to be in the 80s. Now, it's pretty quiet here, well, despite the wind, but it's not too quiet across the rest of the northeast. We've got a storm system that's just off the coast. That storm, a pretty doozy. It's Tropical Storm Barry. It was upgraded yesterday, and we've computed the coordinates for you. It's 475 miles east of Midtown Manhattan, so it's way out to sea. It's moving to the northeast. It's not going to impact the U.S., but it may move up to Newfoundland. Now, this storm system, the one that brought us the rain yesterday, also off the coast, but as both of these two storms move away, it's helping high pressure to move into this area. And what is it bringing? Well, it's bringing some pretty dry air to the area. It's also bringing some cool temperatures across western New York State, western Pennsylvania today. Guess how high it's only in the 60s, and the wind chill temperature were in the 50s. Well, as this high pulls the westerly winds this way, it's drag that cool air this way. And take a look at this. Tomorrow morning, 64 degrees expected in town, 59 at Caldwell, 63 Islip, 63 degrees White Plains, and sunrise hits 5:33 a.m. Plenty of sunshine throughout just about the entire day, and it's going to be pretty darn comfortable. But another weather system in the Midwest will start working there, so maybe some patchy clouds tomorrow night. That's not till tomorrow night. 64, 7 a.m., mostly sunny, cool but pleasant. It gets as high as 80 degrees, mostly sunny, less humid, and over the next couple of days, maybe some showers on Monday, but some pretty decent weather for the next 4 days or so till the heat hits. Well, and boy, is it going to be hot.
It's okay. We're going to take this while we can get it. Thanks, Pete. Sports is coming up next. The Yanks take their losing streak to Texas, while the Mets try to do something they haven't done much this year, win 2 in a row. Highlights from Pittsburgh next. Plus, the first women's professional hockey player is back in the goal, but there's no ice in this game. First, though, here are tonight's winning New York lottery numbers drawn earlier, and here are the numbers for those of you playing in New Jersey. And now we go to lottery headquarters for tonight's live lotto drawing.
It's the New York Lotto Draw, observed by an auditor from KPMG, Pete Barwick.
Good evening and welcome to the Lotto drawing for Saturday, July 8th, 1995. Tonight you could win or share a jackpot of $6 million. Now for tonight's Lotto numbers. The first winning number is 44. Tonight's second winning number is 8. The third winning number is 18. Tonight's fourth winning number is 14. The fifth winning number is 24, and the sixth winning number to win or share $6 million is 4. The supplementary number for fourth prize only is 31. Tonight's winning Lotto numbers are 44, 8, 18, 14, 24, 4, and supplementary number 31. For the New York Lottery, I'm Kimberly Chapman. Thank you and good night.
Jim Dolan in Tonight with Sports. Steffi earned her money today, didn't she?
She really did. What a barn burner in the women's final on center court at Wimbledon today. Years from now, they will talk about Steffi Graf's 6th Wimbledon singles title, a dramatic, down-to-the-wire, white-knuckle ride that dished up the best of what tennis has to offer. Aranza Sanchez-Vicario gave Graf everything she could handle today, but came up just short of an upset. It started out quietly and calmly enough, but then they got down to business, and the thunder started. Vicario took the first set convincingly, 6-4, but Graf stormed back to take the second, 6-1. But what a final set. Graf here in the near court can't handle a mighty Vicario passing shot. Vicario goes to one of her 9 game points in an exhausting 11th game of the third set. But Graf was not to be done today. Vicario kept her on the run, but what a touch she shows there. She holds back Vicario, takes a 20-minute game. This is the point that won that game. Steps using all the court, and Vicario just can't find the top of the net. We go to match point. Graf not so tired that she can't charge the net, and Vicario is long right there. Steffi Graf wins a bone-breaking, tremendous tennis match, 4-6, 6-1, 7-5. She worked hard for that piece of dinnerware. One more, and she gets to pick out a nice set of flatware to go with the china. Hey, the Yankees and the Rangers are going at it tonight in Texas, and after falling behind early, the Bombers are making a game of it, and then some. First inning, 1 on, and Jet McDowell hangs one out for Juan Gonzalez, who cranks to left center. Rangers go up 3-zip. Hey, the Rangers starting pitcher Kenny Rogers was pulled in the 6th despite a 3-2 lead. Fair to say Rogers disagreed with the manager's decision, but hey, Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. But did they fold him too early? Bombers half of the 7th inning. Bases loaded, and watch Paul O'Neill right here. He punches it to right center. Otis Nixon can't get to it. Watch him. He falls down on his face. O'Neill is safe at third base. 3-run score. The Bombers go up by 3. They are now up 7-3 in the inning. And a wild one in Oakland tonight. Blue Jays pitcher David Cone beans Mark McGwire in the head. McGwire staggers and goes down. He is definitely seeing stars. Later, A's management said McGwire suffered a mild concussion in the incident. Now, because they are, after all, children, the A's must now retaliate. First pitch of the next inning, Doug Johns throws at Olerud. He misses, but Johns is tossed. Next pitcher, Mike Harkey, throws at Joe Carter, and he gets tossed. Carter has some words here for the Oakland bench, you'll see. And both dugouts clear, but hey, who really wants to fight Joe Carter? Not me, not the A's. No punches thrown. Blue Jays go on to win 9-6 in the first half of a doubleheader. In the second half, Oakland beat Toronto 6-3. Let's go to the scoreboard. Cleveland beat Seattle 7-3. Minnesota beat Boston. Kansas City over Detroit. And Baltimore beat Chicago. Hey, good news for Mets fans tonight. No, they didn't win, but it only took them about 2 hours to lose, so you didn't have to endure watching them for very long. Sherry's scratching his head. He can't figure out why in the world he's a Mets fan or why he's living in Pittsburgh. Oh, and the Pirate Parrot can't figure out why he's signing more autographs than the Mets roster. But we know, don't we? Bottom of the third, Don Slaught spanks one right back up the middle under Bill Pulsifer's feet. Pirates score 2 and lead 2-1. That's rookie pitcher John Eriks kept the Mets guessing all night long. Here, Todd Hundley, who homered the ninth last night, tonight was behind some high heat. He doesn't like it. Who does? The Mets drop another one. 3-2. We'll go to the scoreboard here. Houston beat San Diego in 17 innings. 17 innings. That was a long one. And in the second half of a doubleheader, they beat San Diego 4-1. Atlanta beat San Francisco. Los Angeles over Cincinnati. Chicago over Philadelphia. Florida lost to St. Louis. And Colorado beat up on Montreal. Today was draft day in the NHL, but it turned out to be moving day as well. Center Dale Hawerchuk moves from Buffalo to St. Louis as a free agent. Buffalo traded high-scoring center Alexander McGillney to Vancouver for a couple of prospects. And the Canucks' first-round pick today. And finally, Pittsburgh traded veteran defenseman Larry Murphy to Toronto for Dmitry Mironov. Now, on to the draft, where the Islanders had the second pick and took defenseman Wade Redden from the Western Hockey League in Canada. And isn't his mama proud that her little Wade is coming to the island? The Stanley Cup champion Devils were a little further down the list, picking number 18. But they picked up a guy named Peter Sikora, who everyone expected to be a top 10 pick. So the Devils get a steal. Some say the bargain of the draft. The Rangers traded their first-round pick away last year, so they sat out today's first round. And it was the ladies' choice at the Meadowlands tonight. New Jersey's Rockin' Rollers, hey, don't blame me, that's their name, is a roller hockey team. Tonight in their game against Minnesota Blue Ox, Again, don't blame me, it's their name. The starting goalie for the home team, they even had a poster for her, was Manon Rhéaume, the first woman to ever play in the NHL, now with the Rollers. She played pretty well. She had 14 saves. She gives up a goal there. She up 3 goals altogether in the first half. They gave roses for Rhéaume. She gave up 3 goals, as we said, but a pretty good outing for her. Sarah, that's sports.
All right, Jimmy, thanks. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
The preceding edition of Eyewitness News was recorded for rebroadcast at this time.